which should be fun. Which is the good thing about it finally being a video for people to watch forever, because when people saw the stage show, they saw it once, and that was probably a lot to process. But now it'll be there for people to view whenever they like. Guess the crime. So that'll be cool. Literally rude. Do they not know what's happening? I can't even. And then there's the whole documentary. My God. Ow. Woo! So tomorrow, I think we're just going to put on the internet and then just leave you to it. So, yeah, there we go. And then who knows? It's a weird thing because me and Phil have been, you know, thinking about this stage show for like years. Entire year, because we did the London show last October, has basically just been preparing for weird. Because this, you know, this stage show is the biggest thing we've ever done. It's the most important thing to us, along with the book. And it's kind of hard for us to appreciate that because it's just been our lives for ages. So it's weird. We feel like strangely calm, but for a lot of you guys, you're probably like, finally, they've been talking about this like a billion years and now we're actually going to get to see it and talk about it and stuff. So it'll be quite funny for us to see that tomorrow, to finally release it into the world. Why are your lips so red? Are they? Don't know, because I'm living in a dark cave. Is that better? Oh no, that's monstrous. That's better. Speaking of red, we did in the countdown that we've been doing. I mean, if you follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Tumblr, you'll have seen this. We've put a few things on the internet. We have put a video on each of our channels talking about the movies a bit more, with some cool clips from it and stuff. So if you haven't seen the videos on Dan Is Not On Fire and Amazing Phil, then you can check those out. As I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one, but we didn't... When we filmed this, we were backstage at our photo shoot where we did the Inkwell photo artwork that we have that's currently our headers on everything. We filmed those documentaries, and we were going to do a big chat about both of them. But when we started talking about the documentary for Phil's channel, we didn't say hello again for it being another video. So, realizing edited, there was just no introduction to the video. So we were like, let's just use the other one again. Let's just whack it on, because why not? If you go to my weirdest goddamn thing, I am so weird. I go like this. I'm like, hey, we're down our photo shoot, and the when we were editing it, Phil, it was like he was trolling me playing Hello Internet or something. He just kept replaying that moment where I'm like, backstage at our photo shoot, because I was just so awkward. There were like 20 people in that room just staring at us doing this thing. It was like so awkward. Funny, but also hella awkward. And I was like, everything's fine. We're backstage at our photo shoot, so just appreciate it. We thought video, the same one twice, and we were like, yup, okay, that's confusing. People will think it's the same video. So in case you thought that, the one on Phil's video where we talk about the documentary, it is different, and we've removed the first 14 seconds from that now, so that's fun. And then you're gonna all reply. I don't know why I'm just opening myself up to cyberbullying here, but it's so true, honestly. And then another thing we did that maybe YouTube wanted to do on Friday, but it is the blog, which is called tatinoffshow.tumblr.com, because tatinoff.tumblr.com is taken, and we couldn't remember if we took that and forgot the password, so we were like, YouTube, you can just do it on this other blog. Firstly, it has a great theme, so if you want to just check that out, if you have a laptop, tatinoffshow.tumblr.com. It just looks snazzy. They've been posting loads of GIFs from the show, and they're going to be posting some more tomorrow and afterwards, I think. But as well as that, I think Phil explained this in his last show. But when we were coming up with the ideas for the photo shoot and like the official poster billboard for it, we were talking with the photographers and the people that would be editing it, and they were like, what are your ideas? And we were like, well, for our idea, we think that for the show, it should be about the story of the show, so it should be this giant interdimensional explosion, and you should have me and Phil in it, and yeah, whatever. And they were like, okay, that's one idea. And for Phil's one, we should be, you know, holding up a road sign like we're lost, and we should have all our stuff on the stage. So Phil's one nailed it, and they photoshopped us on the side of the road, and it looks really funny, and it's like amazing. The people that do this do like movie stuff usually, so the fact that they did like a banner for Phil is just hilarious. But then they had a bunch of other concepts that they pitched to us. One of them was they just wear these gold glittery jackets and do a bunch of poses, which we did. And let's just say that we might use some other pictures of that for other things in the future. And then another idea they had was Dan and Phil ride giant lion and llamas into a city as they crush it like Attack on Titan. And I was like, that's really weird. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. So we pretended to be Godzilla smashing a place, did a bunch of regular photos, and we straddled some saddles. They had some giant wooden boxes with actual horse saddles on them, and we just awkwardly straddled them and took photos for half an hour. It was very uncomfortable. I felt physically exploited. But then we saw all the photos, and we tried a bunch of things, and I was like, you know what I think is the best thing? You need Dan and Phil exploding in space, because that's the story of the show, wearing their gold jackets, because then it looks like not just regular Dan and Phil, but like they're getting ready to... Someone said, the first thing I heard was straddle, and now I'm scared. I'm sorry, I apologise for nothing. And then I was like, hey, this is it. But then there were all these like rejected concepts that we never use, so just put them in log. So if you go to... so stupid. tatinoffshow.tumblr.com, you can see some of the unused concepts for what the art for Dan and Phil's movies could have been. And in one of them, that like totally looks like some Pixar movie or something, they horrifyingly coloured my clothing. So they made my jeans blue, and they made my Eclipse t-shirt yellow. And a lot of people, especially on my Facebook page when I upload it, were kind of violently horrified by this. But I can reassure you guys, they digitally made my jeans blue. I did not wear a colour for a second, so that is fine. Everyone's saying hashtag get Phil. Am I not good enough for you? Do you want this to just be like a Dan crying live stream for the next day? Phil's busy. Phil has a life, you know. He doesn't want to talk to you. He has better things to do than talk to you plebs on a Tuesday evening. Talk about VidCon, probably. Don't know. Don't have plans. What's with British school and levels, said Rosalind's not amazing. British school and levels, we call our pre-college exams A-levels, which is weird, and the ones before that GCSEs, which stand for General School Comprehensive Exams. I just made that up. If it is, amazing. I don't think it is though. Dan, my musical is going to be Shrek, said Fabi Rincon Music. If it's the actual Shrek musical, that's supposed to be, like, actually amazing. I'm really sure that in London. I'm, like, actually Googling this right now. Shrek the Musical, London. If it is, after being out for, like, 2 years, amazing. Let's see. Shrek the Musical, .uk. Oh! Wow, it actually is. Well, there we go. That's something to live for right there. Why haven't I done this? Review from the Sunday Telegraph. 5 stars. Shrektacular. Wow. So, there we go. General Certificate of Secondary Education. Complete flop. Oh, I got 1 right. I got the G right. A. Certificate of Secondary Education. Wow. Us British people. What do the SATs stand for? sad about tests. Is that accurate, Americans? Is that what it should stand for, to be honest? Say hi to the top people. Okay, who's in the box? Let's see. Jeff Rocky at number 5. What up? Wonderfully Rachel at number 4. Lucy Snorbush at number 3. You sound like a Pokemon. Amazing Phil 1000 at number 2. And then Mike Joshua at number 1. What up? You like the locals up there. How are you? Opinion on Gorillaz? Book a Noodle. Gorillaz are one of my favourite bands. I love them. Demon Days is one of my favourite albums of ever. Scholastic Aptitude Test. Who invented the word scholastic? So I'm very excited for their future music, and also they're doing a book about Noodle, who's one of their characters, and they're great. If you want to be somebody with good taste, listen to Gorillaz. Standardized Assessment Test. That would make more sense if it's that. Are you excited? I'm excited. Crafts. What? Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It's weird. Lucy W said, please do signings for DapGo. Interesting, Lucy. Now, see, DapGo isn't a book as much as Tabanoff was hardly a book, was it? It was like this thing. So we definitely gonna do something, but we're gonna try thinking outside the box. What the hell is Dan on about? Stay tuned. The Weeknd, Starboy. Yep. The Weeknd, Daft Punk. Cool. It's all good. Is there a show you recommend watching? There's lots of shows I recommend. Oh my god, we're gonna get... I have like stuff to... Is there anything else to talk about? YouTube tweeted this GIF, and I have no idea how it works. It's like witchcraft, where you can tap to pause it. Their phrasing made me have a cringe attack. If Tatanoff is about ironically celebrating past slightly cringeworthy branding in a roast kind of way, this YouTube tweet was like, you say GIF from graphics interface. It's not called giraffics. Cake scene at Tatanoff Hollywood. I died. The what, Cynthia? That might be a relic to be put on the internet, or maybe not. Who knows? Hi Dan. Hey Maylin. How are you doing? Is same difference a saying? I think so. I don't like it though. I mean, like, what does that even mean? It's just confusing. The suitcase behind you is annoying me. Yeah, our apartment, we've just like accrued crap since going on tour. Our entire house is just filled with like gold jackets and stuff. Graphics interchange format, thank you, that's it. It's not giraffics. I had a dream about you. Don't want to know, to be honest. So, say hi to Summer and Sarah. Hey, how are you? I hope you're ready to fund my funeral, said Mag Sassy Peter. Fund your funeral. What do you want to happen at the funeral? I want ice sculptures. I want dancing. I want lasers at my funeral, to be honest. And a performance from Kanye. That's how I'll start the Kickstarter now. Dan's funeral. Make it lit. Joking. Don't get mad. When is the billboard coming out? I don't know. It's in LA at some point the rest of this year. I think that we'll be around for that, because that'd be cool and just hilarious. The concept of that is hilarious. My life is terrifying and hilarious. Hi, damn, said PDAC. Hey, damn you. Oh, I just said damn you. That was quite rude, actually. Sorry about that. So, is anything else about Tatanoff before I just put that in a little repressed box behind my mind so I don't melt internally? You're not ready. I'm not ready. Wherever Phil is, he's not ready. Tomorrow, it's happening. So, there we go. Hi, guessed me. You could be a cannibal, and I don't want to endorse that. So, somebody said Muzak. What have you been listening to? Muzak with a K. Did you know that Muzak is actually like a genre? It's like weird elevator music. But I'll talk about music if you want. So in the world of music, 3 interesting things have happened. Solange Knowles has released a good album. Bon Iver, I never found out, has released his new album, which is out now called 22 a Million, and it is incredible. It's amazing. It's exactly what I needed in my life right now. It might be my favourite project. If you are a kind of a calm, chill person who likes pretty things, and you like to think yourself as me, an intellectual, somebody with eclectic tastes who wants to be cool. Bon Iver, said somebody, yeah, as said my pretentious friend in university. Then you would like his music. It's spelled BON space IVER. If you're studying, if you're going for autumn, you're looking out a window on a chilly day, perfect music. Like, honestly, this album is the perfectest thing that could be in my life right now. It's just incredible. So listen to that if you want to transcend to a new universe. I recommend it emotionally. Something I don't recommend emotionally that most of you will definitely hate, but is incredible, is the new Danny Brown album. Danny Brown is a rapper. He has a very eager voice, as Phil described, not easy listening, like Bon Iver, and he recently released a new album called Atrocity Exhibition, which is very experimental, dark, edgy hip-hop that most of you definitely won't like, but it's really incredible. It's like a 9 out of 10, and it's just amazing and blew my mind and made my brain melt out of my ears. So if you're somebody that understands anything that I just said, check it out. Can you say hi to the Demon Softies group chat? I'm never gonna stop judging you, to be honest. Did you hear This Town by Niall Horan? I saw like a bit of it posted on the Brits Facebook page. Is there like a video of that out right now? Niall Horan. This wow, live, one mic, one take, 5 million views. How exciting! Got that tabbed for later. I haven't experienced that whole thing. What do you think? Is it good? Is it shit? What is your raw and sexy opinion of Niall Horan's debut solo single, Kim K got kidnapped? Yeah, that's shit, isn't it? I mean, you can hate Kim Kardashian, but don't joke about a mother being kidnapped. Alright, it's very tame. It's so good, not my fave. It's good, it's okay, but not a maze. Don't care. I don't like it. OMG, said K2B. Sounds like one DTBH, said Ava Senpai. Cute. It's okay. Undertale, said Tila. And my friend is obsessed, said Ghostly. Undertale. So this week's a bit of a shit storm of Tatunov, but after that we're going to upload an Undertale video, and then maybe a cheeky deal, who knows. We just left him at the altar, kind of, didn't we? Well, technically we left him in bed. Generic pop, said Lizzie F. Ooh, go you with your opinion. Golden Labrador syndrome. No, I can do it, I can do it. I can do it. No, the more I think about it, the more it goes. Shit. No, help. Help me. Where was I? Thank you. I love that I didn't even explain what was just happening, but you were like, Undertale. I forgot what I was talking about because I saw something in the chat. It happens all the time. Yeah. And then we'll do Spooky Week. And then after Spooky Week, we're gonna finish Undertale in a big burst. So, look forward to that! Yeah! We're so thankful you and Phil exist. Thank you, Elbrocor25. You're a lovely person. I hope you have a pleasant day. Leah K said, how can I get friends? Via the internet. It's just, I literally, I don't think I have any friends that I don't meet on the internet these days. I ate 3 boxes of Maltesers today. You are iconic, Angelina Lester. You just keep up your life. Paparoli said, are Dan Howell furry? That's a great question. Nal Nim at number 5, then Lords Ramos, hey there, then Jasmine K88, Savage, what is happening up there, then Mike Joshua, then Amazing Phil 1000, oh shit, What is happening up there? Hello. My dog is a Malteser, said somebody in the chat. The show will appeal to all of our audience. Trust us. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm pretty chill, physically and emotionally. Physically being more important, because summer was just disgusting and it needs to be deleted, to be honest. So, a million years ago, somebody said, what TV do you recommend? I guess Phil spills the beans on this one. But, okay, I need to talk to you guys right now, and this is important, okay? There is a show called Battlestar Galactica, okay? It was like a weird Star Trek thing in the 70s, forget about that. But then there was a version that they made in the 2000s, that'll be what you find when you Google it, called Battlestar Galactica, and it is one of the best TV shows that I have ever watched in my entire 5 TV shows of all time. I think this would probably be in it. Now I hear you saying, what's this? Sounds a bit nerdy. Oh, I'm not really about the whole Star Trek thing. I don't know if I like that. Trust me, okay? I was saying hashtag play the piano. Hashtag fuck off. No. As if I ever play the piano on you now. What this show is about... Sorry for looking like a mess and touching myself all the time. What? This, a planet on the other side of space with humans on it. And they live in a world kind of like ours. But they invented artificial intelligence, robots, but then the robots became all of these conscious robots. So the robots rebelled and tried to kill all the humans, kind of Terminator style, but then they flew off into space with a truce and were like, whoa, all of the advanced robots are now going to leave Earth and you humans can stay there. Then what is robots come back from space and they destroy all the humans, and then some of humanity that survives a nuclear holocaust has to escape through space trying to find a new planet to live on. Now, if this is sounding too nerdy for you, no. Okay? There are no cheesy aliens in this. There's no cheesy drama, okay? And it will ruin your life. What I just described was just the pilots. I didn't spoil anything. The characters are amazing. You will fall in love with the characters, and this show will ruin your life. Cara Thrace is a girl who is a space fighter pilot, and she is a feminist icon and a geek culture icon, and she will be your favorite person and most iconic person of all time. You will aspire to be her. Lee Adama is the basic white boy you wish you didn't like as much as you did, but you're hopelessly in love with him. The commander, he's like your dad. The president, she's your new mum. You don't care about your family anymore. You love this show. It's called Battlestar Galactica. It starts off with like a weird movie / mini-series. So you need to watch the Battlestar Galactica mini-series, and then you watch the TV show. And I promise every single one of you will like it. You like your trash TV shows? Get out here. You need this good TV show. And you're like, I have good taste. You can trust me. Top 5. You will prefer these characters to your family and friends. That I guarantee. Other things, Food Wars. Who's watching the anime? Where are my weebs at? How you doing? Spending your time on the crunchy rolls instead of the Facebooks talking to the peoples? Yeah, so one of my favourite animes, Food Wars. It's, as I said last week, it's an anime about a bunch of kids that go to a cooking school. And it's just like... incredible. And it finished. Oh my god, I can't believe I waited like a year for it and it's over. It was so good. But I agree with Phil that it was a bit too much competition, and it would have been good to get some story and character development. Like right at the end of the season, there was like some good character story. which was good. Feel like it was a bit higher for a bit Haikyuu season 2, to be honest. Haikyuu was a bit too competitive. You need less competition and more Hot Springs fan service episodes. That's Dan's feedback for season 2 of every high school sports club themed anime ever. But it's really good. So, I was looking at my emails for no reason, and we got an email from Crunchyroll, and this is at the start of the year, we're about to go on tour. And they were going to sponsor me and Phil to go to Japan on a food tasting tour and meet the creators and voice actors of Food Wars. But we said no because we were going on the American tour and we couldn't. And I completely forgot about it. And then I was reading my emails and I was like, oh my god. At the time, it had been a while since I finished watching the first season of the show, so it was kind of out of my head. But now that I just finished watching the second season, and it's like my favourite thing, and I finished watching it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe we had to not do that. So that's just a hilarious thing that I remembered. Say hello to Jammy and me. Hello, Sam Crastination. Good name. Like the pun. Bagley cried, to be honest. What is wrong with this show? Seriously. It's just incredible. Are you quitting YouTube? Am I quitting YouTube? Why do you think I'm quitting YouTube? Is this because of my llama picture thing? Oh my god, yeah, I bet it is. So with the, yeah, well, I talked about this earlier, so I don't need to repeat it. On Facebook, oh my god, the llamas, Dan, stop. And I was like, no, don't worry. It's Tatanoff. We're celebrating it. I promise llamas aren't going into 2017. And someone was like, Dan isn't having llamas in his graphic design in 2017. Dan is quitting YouTube. No, what? Really? Really? You went from llamas in my Twitter header to Dan is quitting YouTube. I mean, I can't even. So if that's you, give yourself a special pat on the back. No. I'm just saying that you. The peace signs, they've been there for too long. I need to think about a new icon that you'll hate and I'll hate. To be honest, it doesn't matter. Even if it's terrible, even if I'm ugly, it doesn't matter. I just need to change my Twitter icon because it's just, you know, it's giving me. But to be honest, because I'm so awkward, people with me are not going to stop doing that because it's just a defense mechanism. To be honest, it's like, whoa, photo, and I'm like, help, help, I'm being attacked. Oh god, my face. I don't know how to control my face. What do I do with my arms? What do I do with my body? I don't know. There we go. Every damn don't have a no. Sense of humour. The peace signs. They're a coping mechanism to deal with my low self-esteem. That's what we're talking about. Bon Iver's new album. Talk about it. I really like it. As somebody who isn't like weirdly averse to music made with a laptop like some weirdo, I think it's great. I love it. It is beautiful sounding stuff, but I feel like this is the evolution in his music. It's clearly influenced by Kanye, undeniable, and it's just amazing. So that's that. Dan, did you end up going outside? I did end up going outside once. Yeah, you may have seen. I realised that it had been over 2 weeks since I actually left the house, because the thing is, obviously, I very need to leave the house for my job, because I'm a YouTuber, and I get groceries delivered. So if I'm not having a social event, which I'm not because I don't have any friends, there's kind of just no reason to go outside. And that just like didn't happen for like a good period of a month, which is funny / concerning, isn't it? Let's be real. What happened with PewDiePie? PewDiePie was me. I feel so honoured, honestly, to be in the footsteps of the weird things that made no sense, and for him to choose me you know, can Senpai notice you more than literally using your icon? Or I can say about that. I love Felix so much, honestly. He's one of my favourite YouTubers at the moment. You know, he's like the anti-YouTuber. Who's your favourite Undertale character? I'll have to answer that question when we finish it. Stay tuned to the gaming channel at some point when we do that, after this week. I didn't get any notifications for this. Well, there was a new Pokémon trailer. Phil was like, there's a new Pokémon trailer! Linked to the one on the Japanese Pokémon YouTube channel. I was like, there is going to be a British one somewhere. And he was like, but it might not be it, let's watch it in Japanese. So we watched this whole Pokémon trailer in Japanese and then immediately saw the British one, so ended up watching it twice back to back. So Rowlet's evolution is incredible. He looks like an angsty, you know, whoa, did I just assume an owl's gender right there? He looks like an angsty, did it again, teenager of some kind. I think I'm just saying that because Phil was hilarious. But I'm with the cat now. The cat's looking a bit muscly, so I'm scared that Litten, that looked quite kind of, I don't want to misuse this word, I'm going to Google it right now. It's a great word if I think it's, yep. Are you ready? Litten looks quite sardonic. Good word. And I was like, yeah, Litten looks quite cool and chill. I get that. Whereas I feel like it's going to turn into Angry Muscle Tiger. And, you know, whoa. I didn't sign up for an Angry Muscle Tiger, but let's just see what happens when the game comes out. And the other one looks like the seal looks like a shuttlecock with flat hands. But, you know, you do you. Not judging anybody right there. There's a moth in my room. RIP. Hashtag pray for Cecile. There we go. Wow, I'm so late. What's going on? We're talking about moths attacking people, I think, is what's happening. Are you going to make a pin-off 8? Who knows? Probably. Yeah, there is a time of year when the planets, when the constellation of Whiskers aligns in the galaxy. I'm so proud of you, dude. Keep it up. Thanks, Lex. It's very surreal, isn't it? I find it hard to comprehend my own reality sometimes. But it's cool. Whatever. Storm Chaser said, but when will the Whiskers end? Who's to say that the Whiskers will ever... The Whiskers come from within. You know, externally, it's, you know, a thing we do every year as a homage. It's terrible and it's amazing. It's you know, it can never be bad like llamas because it's too important. But it's who you are. You know, everyone's like, stop. Okay. Patronus is on Pottermore. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Maybe, who knows? You quiz us 2017 if we forgot to do it. I was in the doc trailer, excited. You might have been, yes. There's quite a lot of you in both of the films, so look forward to that if you came to the shows. When you're 80, you still need to do Fillers Not on Fire. What? Dan and Phil doing Fillers Not on Fire as old men. Two old men doing Fillers Not on Fire. What? We wouldn't even be able to sit on the bed because our legs would be too arthritic at that point. We'd have to like get little fold-out chairs that look like Phil's bed sheets or something. That's silly. You know, you'd suggested that, but I don't think that's something that any of us are going to see in any way for a very long time. Get Phil to drag me, please. Does Phil drag people? I don't know. Does he do that? Is it within him to drag a person? You know, I hate Phil's shrimp. Alberta, it's gross. Not about that life. It just repulses me. It's in this like mouldy tank. Don't care. To be honest, fight me. It's in the lounge. It's making eye contact with me as I'm deep in the sofa crease, and yeah. So I'm just whatever. Alberta is a lesbian. I mean, who's to try to force a label upon this shrimp? You know, we barely understand human sexuality, so to try to imply that shrimp has gender, I don't know. I think that unless Alberta wants to label herself, you know, to help to understand herself on her terms, we should just not assume anything. Hashtag yell pancakes. Great. I don't want to be killed by a clown. Really? I like Alberta more than you. Fair enough. Alberta's where I live in Canada. Two sides of the spectrum right there. Should be funny. I've still got my sardonic... I have 2 tabs open right now. I have 3 tabs open. One is me in a little box looking at myself. That's weird. You need to go away. The other is a Google search of the word sardonic, and the other one is Niall Horan's music video. There we go. That's good. What else have you been watching? Phil's got me... Dan rolled his eyes. Uh-oh. Phil's got me watching X Factor. Yeah. Phil has got me watching X Factor. I wouldn't usually watch X Factor. I don't have particularly strong opinion. I know some people are like, X Factor is everything that's wrong with the world. Boo. Manufactured music. Boo. Simon Cowell. Boo. Reality TV. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be like that because, you know, why judge people for what they enjoy? Don't cut yourself on your edge there. But, there we go. So, yep, I've been watching it. Do you know who my favourite person is? The guy that kind of looks a bit like Louis Tomlinson. I've forgotten his name. Who is he? He's one of the guys, and he has like a goatee that I think he should shave off. Just an opinion. I'm just joking. Honey G, it's not. Matt said everybody. Matt is my favourite. Seriously, there's a lot of really great singers, just like generic, like just really great singers generally in the boys and the groups. But I feel like Matt, and especially in that Judge It, Look at Me, I'm like a freaking just X Factor fan now. I'm in too deep. Who's to say there's anything wrong with that? Dismount your tall people before. Great. Yeah. It was cool. So ever, I'm in too deep. Honey G, I'm like offended by Honey G. I'm even aware enough of hip hop culture for it to be like a deliberate parody, or is it? I don't even know. Are you just hurting yourself by trying to work out what you? I just think that Honey G is just a massive troll. And the thing is, what I love about life a lot is that when things get too much, when things get overwhelming, when a fictional universe has messed with you more than you asked for, you can just say, no, you know what? It's too much. I don't care. Burn it all to the ground, because sometimes it's just too much, to be honest. Best example of this is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, as you know, all the characters you love die constantly, and it's emotionally harrowing. And after so many years of my favourite characters in Game of Thrones dying, I was like, I can't do this anymore. You've messed with me too much. Just I can't do this anymore. So you know what I'm going to say? My favourite character is Melisandre. That's right, the evil witch that burned a cute little girl at the you know what? Yes, she's my favourite and that is true. Game of Thrones fans out there, my favourite character is Melisandre. She is iconic. She is my queen. She's the only person who I care about. Daenerys can die. Tyrion can die. Jon Snow can die. I don't care. Melisandre is my queen, and as long as she wins and everyone else dies in the fire, it's fine. Because that's just what you do. And in the same way, if you watch X Factor, you see how I'm about to bring this back to Honey G from the X Factor. Jesus Christ, what is with me on these live shows? If you are in too deep with X Factor, and you're getting annoyed because the people that you want to go through are being rejected by the judges, and it's not fair, and maybe watching the live shows, your favourite persons go home and you're emotionally devastated, you know what you do? You vote for Honey G. You pick up that phone and you vote for Honey G. Why? Because she just trolls the whole competition. Just burn it to the ground. Whenever anything gets too emotional, you burn it to the ground. So, you know, Honey G is always there. Just saying. Hashtag talk about clowns. I'm not American. I don't follow your weird American news about weirdos lurking in the woods. I mean, what talk about I feel like this is like The Purge or something, where they made this shitty horror movie, and then everyone's like, oh my god, it's a real thing? Did you hear the rumor there's going to be a purge in my hometown? No. No, no, no. I know nothing about the clowns! It is the purge, Dan. Great, you're all going to die. You all deserve to die. I'm going to playlist. See you there. Dunno. Wow, Kylie. I read your message and then I rejected you. Woo! What is wrong with me? Talk about Sherlock. What about Sherlock? Sherlock good. Ever since summer 2012, done a YouNow live show without somebody asking me if I watch Sherlock. I don't think I have. And what does that say? Show has like, and it has biggest fandom still. What is it about Sherlock? How can a fandom survive on 1 hour a year? I don't know, it's crazy. It's just absolute madness. You gotta love them though. That's why they're so mental. You know, the conspiracy theories, they go too deep. I bet there's a bunch of people that think that the end game of Sherlock is that he's actually a dog wearing a human skin suit. Because the Sherlock fandom, they've had to just discuss things inside the fandom for so long to keep themselves busy that they've just gone completely insane. He's a dog. There we go. That's what we're taking from this. What was your sassy Mario Kart? It wasn't sassy. I said thank you. Mario Kart 8, they released DLC where you can download new tracks, but when you play online, they make it so that 2 of the 4 choices that you always are the ones that you pay to download. And the thing is, the normal game, it has like what, 4, 16, 30, it has 32, right? You ever see the same 16 ones that are in the DLC, and it just gets a bit too much. And it's fine, I just think that the people need to make it so that it goes back to randomly shuffling, because I understand if the DLC's new, people want to play the new tracks that aren't that good. Like I don't want to do Wario's Goldmine anymore. So just make all of them random, please. Apparently they're making new ones. Not ready for that. That's something to live for. That's exciting. Right there. Dan, when are you changing your branding to spooky? Said Jake. I've probably Spooky Week. That sounds good. Does that sound good? Yeah. Halloween week. Because it would be a bit weird if we're like promoting Tatanoff movies and I'm like, Howell Pumpkin, or whatever the hell I'm going to do. I'm not being Howell Pumpkin is not. That's not what I'm going to do. So yeah, maybe during Spooky Week, there we go. That'll be exciting. That's something I need to do. What's bothering you these days? Said Harriet. Wow, Harriet coming in with the realness. What's bothering me these days? I watched a documentary the other day. It's called Going Clear, something Scientology, and it's like the be-all and end-all documentary about Scientology, which tells the story of who it is, who they are, what's their story. Like, so scary and awful. It's just like so terrifying, honestly. But they're always listening. So don't talk shit about them, or they'll find out where you live. You always make my day. Hey, Nicole. Thanks, Louis Theroux. Not the Louis Theroux is one of my favourite people in the world, so that's all good. Should I be Harambe for Halloween, said Leah. Wow, there's going to be a lot of that this year, isn't it? I just realised. Where is the line? Where Harambe dies. He's a meme. People dress as the dead gorilla for Halloween. Is it okay? Is it a celebration of Harambe? Is it inappropriate? You know, we've had the Harambe chat. I don't know. It's not my job to decide how you're supposed to feel about Harambe. You write a ranty Tumblr post about how it's problematic for people to dress as Harambe, and then another one of you reblog it and say that no, that's suppressing people's freedoms and it's okay for whatever reason. Because you know what? Dan doesn't care. I care about all of you deeply. I do really. You're very special to me. I hope that you're calm and chill and that things are okay and that you're always looking upwards and forwards. I got a dog, his name is Mr., said Gina F. Mr. the dog. I like that. Come here, mister. That's really... Oh my god, that's so cute. Come here, mister. Mister. Like, mister's like what you call a dog when you're speaking to a dog like a baby. So just calling your dog mister is like unstoppably cute all the time. Yeah, I approve of that dog name. Go you. Do you like Troye Sivan's music? Yes, Mary. I do. Put your suitcase away. There's nowhere to put it, that chick. Dan and Phil have run out of storage. It's official. We've accumulated too much crap. Okay, I need more space. I'm going mental. It's like I live in a hamster cage and somebody's dropping rocks into it and I'm slowly getting pushed up against the wall. Hashtag Dan needs storage. Okay, that's what's important in life. We can't get into the kitchen because there's stuff from our tour blocking the doorway. It's tragic. You need to pray for us, okay? Find a bigger apartment. Move to a bigger house. Yeah, thank you. Finally a relevant hashtag in the chat. Dan needs storage. Yes. We're talking about the important topics right now. One day, if you don't, you will have an apartment and you'll just have crap everywhere. You'll just have crap and you're like, what is this? And you're like, I don't really want to throw this out, but it's not like I need it. And I don't know. And these are the real problems. You know what I mean? You think you got problems? No. Storage. Trust me. So there we go. It's 10 now. Leave, Dad. Alright, Sonic. Jesus. DeviantArt is coming for me in the comments section, guys. I'm scared. I mean, what else has happened this week? Watched Battlestar. Cried my eyes out. Best show ever. It's autumn. Spooky pictures. It's all good. So... yeah. I feel strangely calm, but deep within tiny panic that me and Phil have spent the last, 2, technically 3 since we had the original idea, years, working on this book, The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire, and this stage show, The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, and tomorrow, The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, and a documentary about the making of it is coming out on YouTube, and there we go. It's there for all of you on the internet forever. Crazy. See, I say that out loud, but I don't even know what that means because it's just been my entire life for so long. How strange. So, yep. Remember, you can watch it wherever you are in the world. We'll tweet a little thing tomorrow just in case anyone left is confused. Watch the videos on Dan Is Not on Fire and Amazing Phil. YouTube, we did this... Last note, we did this 7-second challenge and YouTube color corrected it and we look like we're just bright pink. It's very funny. And oh my god, they edited Phil's eyes in the thumbnail and I don't know why, because Phil looked fine but then they like made his eyes shiny and he looks like an alien. It's really weird. But check out that 7-second challenge video. Retweeted it. Absorb the stuff. Get a good night's sleep. And prepare yourself. Because after tomorrow night, we live in a post-Tatinoff Dan and Phil universe. I hope you all have a lovely evening.